John in Asheville, North Carolina is asking, continuing on what you were saying earlier as you were leaving Hong Kong, have you found anything in particular that has helped you inspire and empower lay leaders to be the leaders that you know they can be? He says, I'm in the process of transitioning church members into being house church pastors.
Mm. Yeah, I will say one of the blessings, like I thought I was going to Hong Kong, and it was just going to be a base where I would be flying to these other Southeast Asia countries, and really going to unreached people groups. But right when I got there, that's when the travel ban started, and now you can't even go anywhere. And so for the first time in my adult life, I was grounded in one place and couldn't fly anywhere. I mean, I'm used to flying every week, and now it's like 9 months with no airplane. And I was in a very busy neighborhood, purposely. And people are just coming in my house all the time. Not like Rob's type of people, but like friends and people are just stopping by and hanging out. And it was so cool because we really became family. We really got to know each other. And I thought, gosh, Lord, I don't really want to fly ever again. This is really good. And it gave me opportunity to know them so that I could encourage them and tell them, look, I've watched your life. You're ready for this. You've got this. There was a trust that was built in. And so it wasn't just a speech. It was just getting enough time with them and seeing them minister to others and encouraging that and going, look at that. Man, what you told that guy was way better than what I would have told them. I think a benefit I had too, because my Chinese is so bad, they knew they could do better than I did. Because I'm like, okay, you guys are saying you can't share that well, but admit it, you share better than I do in Chinese, right? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so that I think that even was a blessing. It's like, you can't do any worse than me. And yeah, what was cool was it was out of relationship. And it was these kids there, because each person has their different hangups. So we had these street kids that, just grew up and always felt inferior, didn't, graduate high school, had no real skill. But they just had hearts of gold. And for me to say, man, I trust you discipling my children. Like, I don't know what these guys are telling you, that you're not educated. And some of them tried to go to seminary and it was just not even a chance of graduating or even getting through a class. And I'm going, man, that was wrong of them. You should be a pastor. And so that encouragement meant a lot. And then, I think about this other guy who is the CEO of the largest bank out there. But I just saw a heart for the Lord in him. And we just started spending a lot of time together and hanging out, going kayaking, going, wake surfing and going out to eat and just hanging out and praying for his family and everything else. And he's like he's not an elder, but he's pretty close. And it just, in a short period of time, this stuff was happening. And now they're running the church. They're fired up. They're having a good time over there. And I'm a little bit jealous. But it came from relationship, and it came from me being in one place and digging deep in relationship with those people.
That's good. So one person who said no need to mention name, but he was saying, what do you do? He's vocational pastor for 17 years, wishing he could go back and have this different approach. And so kind of looking back with regret and almost like, man, did I miss it? And, did I waste time? What are some of your thoughts?
Yeah. I don't, want to make sure I say this right, but I really don't regret very much from my past. It's the path that God took me down. Sure, yeah, it would have been great if I knew everything when I was 18. I would have saved myself a lot of heartache, but these 35 years of ministry, it's just fun. You just keep learning new things, and even like what I had shared about, gosh, you guys, I think we screwed up with We Are Church. I think we, just only had that one role, and it should have been more, but I'm not like kicking myself over it. I think earlier in my life, I dealt with that more, but you just realize, you just don't know what you don't know. And God gives you opportunity. And there's even people from that big church I was a part of that I still have a relationship with them. And, I don't know, we still think, gosh, God may have some awesome plan where I'm going back there and reshuffling things around. Who knows what the Lord is up to, but don't get too down on yourself for not knowing something. There was a flow of ministry that we just got caught up in, and we were just taught this was the way. And like I wrote about in Letters to the Church, like I just got caught up in a flow, but I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. So don't do that. Just I think it's all a part of the journey. If I didn't go through that, I wouldn't understand what others went through. Even as I write this book on unity, man, I was the most arrogant, divisive person coming out of seminary. It was like, no, we've got this right, and literally everyone has got this off. Everyone is wrong. We are the closest to perfect theology that exists on the earth. I genuinely believe that. And I would just bash everyone. Do I regret that? Yes, of course. But there's the other side that go, wow, God, you really would just take someone from that world to now be speaking about unity. And now me, myself, getting bashed for doing it. It's almost like, the Apostle Paul, where it's like, I'm going to show him how much he has to suffer. I feel like he does that to me now, and it's not that fun.